So, let's switch it over here. So, when you're in mount, obviously the best thing is to get, head control, underhook. But if their arms are too tight, right, what are we gonna do? So I'm gonna go crossface. I'm gonna grab his armpit, and then I'm gonna give him really good crossface here. Pull him in, crossface. I'm gonna switch my base. My right leg is gonna go straight. I sprawl, and I start putting pressure into Derek. And then my left foot is blocking his hip. So then I'm trying to close off the left side so it's hard for him to elbow knee escape. So what he might do is he might push on my knee. If that happens, immediately you can't just sit here because he'll just push it through and go to half guard, right? Too easy. So what I want to do is once we're here, we're going to underhook. I'm going to drive this all the way up, and then I'm going to hug his head with my left hand here. And I start driving to high mount with my left knee. My right knee goes over his bicep, and I'm in this position. So I'm hugging 1 and 2, and my head is here by his wrist. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pinch my arms together. I'm gonna drive my head to my left while I'm pinching, and that'll finish the armbar. So we're here, 1, 2. I'm pinching, and my head goes to my left to finish the armbar. Good? Okay, so again, cross face, pull, switch base. He pushes, I go scoop, up, 1, 2. Pinching really tight, driving my head to my left. Okay, so cross face, right? So the reason why we're switching our base is because if he's super explosive and I'm just trying to pummel underneath here and he bridges, it's gonna be hard for me to keep control, right? But if you have your switch base and you're cross facing, when he bridges me to the same side, it's less effective, and my right leg is like a kickstand. So I underhook, I come over, 1, 2, drive. I pinch, and I drive my head to my left. Good. James, please. James. Anyone with the black key, it's good contrast. So I go mount, cross face, armpit. I sprawl, switch my base. Here. Underhook, I go over it. 1, knee, right knee goes over. I'm pinching, driving my head to my left. I'll do one without even talking. Okay. Any questions? I with your partner, please. 1, 2, 3. Same thing. We're here. Cross face. I'm going to drive. I sprawl out. I'm pinching nice and tight. I'm driving. So he pushes, right? On the last one, I just pulled it all the way up. But if he keeps his arm bent, right, this is real hard for me to get it above his head. So I want to start to isolate this arm by bringing my right hand over, hugging, and then start driving onto this arm. My right shin is still going to go over that near side arm, and then I'm going to pummel my left foot on top, right? So if his head stays low, I'm gonna start sliding towards his wrist, bring my shin in front, and then I go either palm to palm or I connect, and I can finish the same way with the armbar. If his head comes up, I just pass my leg underneath, keep it pinched, and I finish. Or if his thumb starts turning down all over the place, I shoot my leg through, I rotate, go to the wrist, and then I finish. Like, where are you? So, cross face, switch. He pushes, here. I have to go towards it and shift. I can push, and now I can start to drive this arm up and finishing. Or I can go underneath his head and finish. Or plant, rotate, and then go to the wrist and finish. Remember, I can keep my leg here as long as I'm not grip fighting. If he ends up connecting his hands, you have to bring this leg over the top and start using both of your legs to break the grips. James, please. Okay. Cross face, sprawl, switch. He's pushing. I go up, he's kind of thumb down, he's stopping me. I come over. I drive in. 1 and 2. This is important so I can start to rotate a little bit. If I stay here, I'm going to be a little bit stuck. If his head stays down, I put my shin and I finish the arm here. If his head comes up, I pass underneath and I go. Arms hold. I rotate and finish the arm. I'm giving you like three finishes, right? Here, under, finish. So my left leg is shooting from here to his armpit, and then I'm rotating through, going to the wrist, and then finish. Okay? Any questions? All right, 1, 2, 3. Head and arm and triangle. So same setup, right? I have cross face. I'm sprawling my hip, and I'm driving in. So he's framing here. This will be another common response, right? So the thing is that you can't just push it. He feels pretty strong. You have to drive so he really pushes that cross face. Then you can stuff it. And so when I finish the head and arm, I just like to go head down and then drive towards ear to ear. I windshield wiper, I go right palm down, and then I can squeeze and finish. Or you can go palm to palm and then drive my head towards his head and then squeeze. So I'll do that one more time because this is simple, right? I have to drive to make him push because I want this a little bit elongated. If he's bent, right, I won't be able to get this across. So drive, when he pushes, I stuff, head down, turn the corner, palm down, windshield wiper, and I can finish just right here and go. If I need to adjust his head, because maybe his chin is going, I can put my hand onto his ear and adjust, and then sink in deeper, and then finish. The other one would be, I'm in that cross face, he might underhook and he might nudge me all the way up and then come over. That might be a typical one he would do. So what I want to do is I cross face, sprawl. Once it's there, I'm going to bring my right knee up to his armpit like this. I'm going to pull and I shoot. Pass the arm through, switch my base, and then lock up my triangle. So again, I cross face, right? I'm here, right there. I want to bring my right knee up as high as I can, right? Trapping that arm, I pull, I shoot and I pass. Then I switch my hips as I face this way. I don't want to be this way to lock it up. I want to be this way, lock, and then sit back and finish. James, may I? So again, the first one is simple. He's framing right here. Right, I have the same position. I can't have it low. It'll be hard to push. I need to start driving here. Once he pushes, I can stop. Head down, ear to ear. Palm, switch, and then I can finish right here. Or I can go palm to palm, ear to ear, and then drive. The other one is, if I have cross face, I sprawl, and he goes underneath, right? I bring my right knee up. I pull, I shoot, pass, and I'm there. So I'll do both again without talking. Sorry, James. Okay. And then lock it up. Okay, any questions? Simple, simple. 1, 2, 3. So we have head control, cross face. I switch my base. Remember, your right knee is close, you're pinching, and you're driving your hip forwards like this. So it's hard for him to bridge, right? That's the goal. If his arm is just tight like this, it's easy with my drive to just pin it to the ground. We're gonna walk this up, and I take my right hand and I punch. My left knee goes down, and I step up with my right foot, right? I can continue to frame, and then I can go to a gable grip. So this will be our hub. So make sure your right leg is pinched, you're framing on his head, and then his left arm is trapped right here. So we'll do the first one would be Kimura trap. My left hand goes through and cups my own thigh. So now it creates a nice tight bond, and I'm driving my knee in. My right hand goes to the wrist, and I just slide it all the way up my wrist, like this, until he taps. So the key is, I'm here, and I'm locking this in. And then I'm pinching and going. The reason why we're not doing this is because you have to create space in order to get your grip, and we're in the wrong orientation. It's better to go north-south. So this one here is I'm cupping, I'm pinching, and I'm driving his head down, and then I go. The other finish would be cupping the elbow. You can step up, or you can just pass your leg over his head, and then post. I figure 4, I cup his elbow, and then I bridge, and I can lean here, or I can post, and then bring my knees up, like that. So that's monoplata. So, cross face, here, driving it. I'm pinning. I have to walk it. I can't just drive my knuckles in. I have to walk this up, my knee, I post, and I step. And now your frame, you go S. Or sorry, gable grip. So this is your hub. If you want to go for Kimura, I come underneath, and I trap, drive my knee in, and then I go towards where I trap here, or I can cup, I could frame, throw my right leg over, post, figure 4. Now, his arm is trapped here. I'm gonna grab his elbow, and then I can either lift it, or even lift my entire legs up. James, he is hiding. Okay, so here, I sprawl, tight, drive, 1 and 2. I come underneath and frame. This is my hub. If I want to go to Kimura chop, I come underneath and I drive my knee in like this, and then I bend and I push. Or I can cup, frame, leg comes over, post, 1 and 2. Elbow, lift, or lift. All right, one more without talking. Good? Mm-hmm. Okay. Questions? All right, with your partner. 1, 2, 3.